in the trades. Now, some people think that's kind of like a unicorn, but I get a lot of comments from women saying, look, I'm thinking about getting in the trades. I just don't know that I can do it. Well, today we have a very special guest. We have Rachel Goins in the house here from North Carolina to talk about women in the trades. How are you doing?
Great.
Welcome to Dallas, Texas.
Thank you so much.
Have you had fun here yet?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Good. I love that. So let's jump right in. First of all, women in the trades. A lot of people think women can never be in the trades and never do a good job. What are your thoughts? Because you're actually a plumber in the trades, not a licensed plumber yet, working on it. You're a plumbing technician now.
Yeah.
Do you love it?
Licensed backflow. I mean, I love it. There's hard days, but most definitely just stay strong and learn every day. Learn as much as you can.
And it's really neat because I've actually already got to talk to her, and you've got a great attitude. Number one, you love what you do, but neater than that, you've got a why story behind what you do. Is there anything in plumbing you think you can't do?
No, I can learn how to do it,
but
I can't not do something.
You know, and that's a great way to be for anybody. Anybody getting in the trades. Now, you kind of cheated. Your dad's a plumber, so you knew a little bit. I mean, you've been around plumbing for a little bit before you got into it. And you didn't want to.
Not at all. Not at all.
Daddy was right.
Yes.
Isn't that hard to say? I know that's hard for my son to say.
Yeah. He told me to pay attention. He was like, listen, you're gonna want to know this one day. When you own your own house, you're gonna want to know this. Little did he know that I was gonna be in plumbing.
Take it on for a living.
Yeah.
I love that. Now, this video is sponsored by Ferguson. We teamed up with Ferguson because of everything that they do for plumbers, both male and female, the plumbing companies we work for and the communities that we work in. And a special shout out to Milwaukee because they helped put this together. They helped do this. And I mean, as you can see, we are all about Milwaukee too. So they make it possible for us to do what we do. How did you get started in the trades? Because you didn't work for your daddy, did you?
No, not at all. I was actually a stay-at-home mom for 10 years, and my youngest daughter started going to school, and I was like, you know what am I gonna do? You know, I don't have any work history, don't have any college education, a little bit of high school education. What am I gonna do?
So you walk up to the door and Mr. Johnson opens the door and looks at you and says, okay, so where's the plumber? Does that happen?
All the time.
Does it really?
All the time. Unfortunately, I wish it didn't, but it's just something that comes with being a female plumber.
I do. I like that. Now, I got a question, and this is just because of me thinking my company and things we use. Do they send out a deal saying, hey, here's the plumber coming? Do they get a notification that there's a plumber coming and it's Rachel and she'll be there to take care of them?
I believe so. The program we use sends out a text message basically stating my name, my picture, that I'm coming out.
Does it say female in big letters under it? Or maybe some people need that.
Yeah. I think the more elderly people don't use the technology, and so those are the ones that are more surprised to see me.
Okay, now I'm a more elderly, so be careful how you say that. Here's the deal though. When you walk in the house, you can take care of their plumbing problems.
Yeah. And if I'm unsure about something,
there's always somebody call and ask a question.
Exactly.
I love that. And that's one thing I instill to the plumbers that I've had through here. Look, if you're ever out on the job and you don't know or understand something, there's FaceTime, there's a phone call, there's a picture, there's ways to ask questions. Yeah. And even call and say, hey, can I get a plumber over here? Because I don't want to lift this 400-pound water heater by myself. Whatever it is, that there's always a way. And we all need help sometimes doing certain things. Getting started in the trades, How are you accepted by other plumbers, male plumbers?
I would say accepted is a very, no, I'm accepted by a lot of guys in the trades, not accepted by a lot of guys in the trades. You know, it kind of varies, but most of them are nice and accepting.
Does it get easier over the course of time? You know, 2 years ago from when you walked in to now, can you tell that you're treated differently?
Most definitely. Yeah. It was like that guys had bets how long I would be there, you know?
Did you bet the max that way you were?
Yeah, right. I mean, they prove yourself, because that's what they're basically waiting for you to do.
You know, and one thing I'll tell you about that is that happens to everybody. Okay, the prove yourself part. You know, we've already had some conversations. You know, come in and listen and learn, pay attention, and that's not just for a woman. That is, I tell any green apprentice coming in, that person talking to you is mentoring you. They're teaching you the profession they've learned to grow the career, their lives, whatever they're doing. Now they're teaching you that. And it was great because you talked about this earlier. Pay attention, listen and learn. There's different ways to do everything.
Every plumber that has been in the trade for, 20, 40 years, they all know a different way to do it. So pay attention and learn every way you possibly can.
What would you tell a young woman watching right now that's thinking, I want to get in the trades, and they don't know what trade? They're just like, I just want to be a tradesman. I want to work on big buildings. I want to go in people's homes and take care of it, whatever it is. What would you tell them? How would you tell them to get started in the trades?
Definitely find someone that is inspiring to you, that is in the trade that you want to be in, and reach out to them. Most of them are nice. I mean, I haven't met a mean one.
No, and I reach out to a lot of them because of interviews for stuff like this, and even being at trade shows with them. Yeah. And not just the females, the guys too. Mm-hmm. You can reach out to the male plumbers and say, hey, I got a question about getting in the trades. How do I do it? And I get questions like that a lot, and I love that. Yeah.
You don't need to know anything to start plumbing. Just reach out. Reach out to people and find out where classes are. Find out who offers any training or classes. That's all you need to get started.
Guys, remember, this video is sponsored by Ferguson. We teamed up with Ferguson because, man, they're amazing to work with and they allow us to do the things that we do. Special shout out to Milwaukee. Thank you for everything you do for plumbers in the community and women in the trades. Rachel, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. All the way from North Carolina and Jimmy's Plumbing. Yes. Great to have you here.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Guys, if you love this video, especially about women in the trades, you're gonna love that one.